Ma'am, please tell our students something about the fact checking.
Yeah, so misinformation, which is information that is not accurate, is one of the biggest problems of our time, and it's growing, especially during the recent pandemic. The WHO had named the misinformation wave as an infodemic. So there is a growing amount of misinformation, and as technologies become more sophisticated, there are sophisticated ways that this misinformation is going to be spread. So one is that we need to acknowledge that this is a problem and this is happening, and it's happening in various ways. As journalists, what the importance of the work we do is to make sure that the information we put out is most definitely accurate. There are various tools to do this, but the first thing is have a healthy sense of skepticism, where everything you hear, you don't take it at face value, you question it, speak to a diverse number of sources as journalists. So even if you're reading media, read a diverse set of media, newspapers or online media or television channels, because there is information that comes differently from every media source, and it helps you give a perspective which would be more accurate. And ask more questions, use the tools that exist out there to question everything. And as this misinformation keeps growing, hopefully you people, the youth and the future journalists are the ones who are going to stop it. My generation, I think, has fueled it, but I hope your generation will stop it. Thank you.
Today's workshop is a very important thing, especially we are living in the age of internet as we call it, and we have information on our fingertips. So whatever we want to know, we just Google it, that's what we call, and yes, the information is there. And this in fact has helped us in a very way, in a many way, but again, it has also created a problem which is a big problem, and we need to tackle those things, because anything what we see comes with a two sides. There are good things and there are bad things. In this case, we are talking about the bad thing. We are going to talk about the fake news, we are going to talk about the misinformation, and we will be talking about disinformation. So, welcome to the first workshop of Fact Checking Lab, and this workshop is in collaboration with the Google News Initiative, and we are fortunate enough to have two resource persons, our own Samit Pal sir and Aditi Tandon.
Most of you, all of you are from first year?
Yes.
Master's first year is there? No, all BA first year, right?
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for you to grow with us in next 3 years. And as Sir said, that this is just not about this fact checking lab, this is also about your career prospect. Because there is a high demand for fact checkers. And that's a reason why we have been training people, and we are trying you to engage in this activity.
There is, on one side, we have so much of advancement in terms of technology, in terms of content generation, content sharing, content dissemination. There is a democratization of content. But having said that, there is also insecurity about what we do on the net.
Please tell something about fact checking to our students.
Yes, fact checking is very important in this digital age, especially because journalists are sourcing information, images, videos online. And this is an accepted method of news gathering. So it's very important to ascertain whether a photograph or a video or any information, if that's true or false or manipulated. So I think that for journalism students it's very important to know about fact checking, about fake news verification. They need to know the tools which they can use. These are very basic tools that we are talking about in this particular workshop, and then they can understand how to verify an information or a video, images, and that is why we are holding this workshop for the students who are going to be journalists in next couple of years. And this is exactly why Google's initiative and ISBJ Fact Checking Lab is organizing this workshop.
According to me, the session was really amazing. We learned a lot of things, a lot of technicalities and all. We learned how to protect our emails and accounts, which is very important nowadays.
And also we came across how to check news, fake news, and fake images, videos. So yeah, there are so many things we learned today, and it was a really good session.
Speaking about the hands-on training, so it's also going great. We also got to know about how to check the facts, how to verify the photos and fake videos. And the one thing that I'll take away from this session will be the skeptical attitude to question everything and check the facts. That's all. Thank you.
So the workshop was very interesting, and it was a lot of information that we got about fact checking and how journalists and newsreaders actually fact check their stories. Apart from that, we right now are doing an assignment that they've given us, that we are actually fact checking these two images and two videos that they've given us, and we are doing it, we're fact checking it, and they've given us a few tips on how we could do that. And I think it's really cool, and it's really informative, and really the experience was really good. So, yeah.